I'm gonna stop you so. Oh, it's so hot. I don't like this at all.
Genuinely
Genuinely what?
scared me.
My apologies.
Okay, there's a hunter's mark on him. Spend that inspiration and go ahead and drop that spell in the chat.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you do.
It's okay.
You have
I
one.
do?
Yeah, you have one from chat. You can burn it.
Friendship.
Yeet.
Okay, so he has to succeed on a strength saving throw. He's a pretty strong guy.
Well,
Not
you know
one.
what?
Fuck it.
What if you don't?
Oh.
What if you don't?
She's the most powerful wizard in history.
I can't believe I'm using my last legendary resistance on a freaking level 2 spell.
Ariana's the goat.
Okay, legendary resistance.
Your last saving throw. With a third success, you are back up with 1 HP.
What will you do with it?
I cast sleep at 5th level.
You have more than 57 HP. Do you have more than 57 HP?
44.
I'm gonna get you. What about Una?
What about him?
You think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. So I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM. Just is there other plans?
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Let's say Mia Hethil, because he's right in the middle of 3-player characters. So, you know, him in particular.
I take it the burning didn't kill her.
Yeah, roll 1d10, but it's fire resistant, so. Bonk.
Where is Mr. Reaction with a ward guy?
He used it. That shit's gone.
Oh, gone for
Bonk.
forever?
Well, until his next long range. A long rest.
La 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 la. La la la.
Don't need no wards for dealing with these fucking idiots.
That should be one of your sub sounds on your channel.
It should be. It really should be.
Well, so much for my terrifying monster. Guess I'll just, you know, die.
Pulls pin, throws pin.
Okay. All right. This is a ridiculous plan, and they're going to go with it.
I prefer the one where we don't die, so I like this.
They go away
Also,
after
I
an
need some
hour.
earplugs.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so
Someone gonna heal me?
yeah, they're already like coming back with healing potions in crates. You know, like 24 packs of healing potions.
Just got a shot at a healing potion.
It's like a study session all over again. It's just chugging Red Bull.
Once again,
Red Bull give you fiends.
not what I expected to be happening today. They're assassins. They're basically ninjas, you know? Dexterity is what they're good at. That said, they don't have evasion. They all take the damage in the face. They're all significantly weakened. And you blow a hole in the side of the tent, and Untermaler is going to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Oops. He's
Oh, these
fine.
damn kids and their fireballs.
He's fine.
Back in my day, you did 5 minutes of trigonometry to make sure no one was in the blast radius.
Well, you guys didn't teach me that. I was born this way, so.
Aria, Garnet said like high five against Slay.
Yeah, slay. Actually, slay them.
All right. So he's just standing there minding his own goddamn business when a giant fireball goes off and singes him for 21 points of damage.
The Arbiter makes his way out of this portal, launches into the sky with his wings. Acolytes! You have come for dungeons and dice and death matches. And I have returned to satiate your bloodlust. As you look at each other in the sands of the arena, you've been here before. You were here that day. You know what happens in this arena. You know what is next. You know what you must do. Welcome to D20 Deathmatch.
You have no idea what's going through her head right now. If you were perhaps a little bit more perceptive, you would see the face of somebody who never wanted to be a mother, who never planned to be a mother, who's dedicated her life to gathering power so that she's never in a position where she's vulnerable again and where she won't be used for anyone else's purposes ever again, and yet finds herself having to talk to this teenager about drugs. Like, never anticipated this and is now trying to figure out the best way to go about it. Okay.
When a mummy drug and a daddy drug love each other very much,
Okay.
they do a special cuddle.
Shut up, Link Day.
Well, we're magic users. We don't need a fucking sword to go through planes. We just wish our way there. We're spellcasters.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of the magical I'm thinking of the stabby properties.
I don't have any stabby things, but
Yeah,
you could just blast them.
and my last stabby thing I put in Mantra's mouth.
That, you know?
Good night, everybody.
How many?
Oh, me instant regret sentence.
The emotional roller coaster of this episode is breaking my brain. Okay. Deep within the Tenarius tunnels beneath the surface of the world of Oscus, a terrible battle rages between the forces of good and evil. But how you define who's on which side is entirely up to the viewer. When last we left our heroes, they had just banished Gruck, the celestial hero, Gruck the Axe, to the very depths of hell using the stolen Cincture Satanis. A vile dragon had emerged to attack heroes and villains alike. John Carmichael rushed over to the burning chariot that's carrying the high-level mage Galenium Morum, a faithful servant of Renkir Terrandorn, urging them to combine their abilities and fight against the vile dragon that has emerged. Before we proceed, I would like all four of you to roll 1d20. Nine for John, 18 for Yasmeen, 19 for Day'lorise, and a 5 for Pods. Okay. Rosie, roll 1d6.
1d6.
A 6.
Uh-oh.
Roll 1d100.
Oh, this is nice. Oh my.
Survey says 45. Chat has played a magic item card. 45 on magic item table F is... Ooh, a Pearl of Power.
Oh.
You may retrieve a Pearl of Power from the battlefield. I'll add that to your character sheet. Once you've attuned to it, and you're not attuned to it yet, but you can spend inspiration to immediately attune to it, it gives you back a spell slot up to level 3.
Ooh.
Yes, very nice
Nifty.
to have.
Very nice.
Returning now to the battle at hand, the Skriniari, the mage-hunting mage, who is in the flaming chariot, who's concentrating on the spell as we speak, is terrified of the incoming vile dragon. Stops concentrating on the earth elemental that is jutting from the wall, leaving it free to exercise its own will and to rage against the powers that have brought it forth unwillingly into this world. It's also afraid, I think, of John, the dragon. I don't remember who it's afraid of, but it's afraid. And stunned, because Asena is the quarry. She's out here breaking rocks. Terrified as they are, the mage invokes another spell, calling upon the power of the celestial light. Solar energy accumulates within their outstretched hands, and then arcs forth in a beam as they cast Sunbeam, shooting radiant energy directly at the vile dragon. They are now concentrating on that spell instead. A 60-foot line of light arcs forth. The dragon does not have... All right, cool. But its melted flesh and skin... Nope, that's a failure. That is a failure. However, thanks to the modifications of the founder of the Tenaria Cyst, the mad scientist Casquette, this beast is resistant to the holy light. It only takes 9 damage.
Okay.
That is the only surviving Skriniari, which means it is now Galenium Morum's turn. John, I want you to make an intelligence check for me, please. Just a flat intelligence check.
Copy.
A 22.
22.
Okay. John, earlier, you saw Galenium Morum cast a sending spell.
Yes.
He may have been calling for backup.
Oh.
You just came to him and told him that you need to unite together in order to face down this monster. Oh. Considering your words, Galenium Morum is going to... what's your distance right now? Is going to pull back and then over his shoulder let loose a level 8 lightning bolt at the dragon. He pulled away from the dragon with you in the carriage.
Okay.
How many level 8 spells does this guy have?
Level 8? I think that's the only level 8 he's cast. He's cast other stuff. Zock! The ground shudders and the cavern echoes with the sounds of thunder. Again, with its sinuous, fleshy, scaleless form, the creature jolts out of the way. But it is not resistant to lightning damage. John, it's your turn.
Okay. So I believe that he called for backup. Did he say anything other than to withdraw and cast this lightning bolt spell? Has he made any of his intentions known, reacting at anything in regards to what John said about some sort of a temporary or not alliance between our party and his own?
He gave you one of those like nod and then gave the order to pull the chariot back and shoot lightning. He hasn't been more forthcoming than that, but the enemy of your enemy is your enemy at the moment.
Gotcha. John's gonna, as quickly and succinctly as possible, relay that as he kind of shouts down towards this tunnel. Hey, we're all comboing together to fight the dragon. Head this way. And he's going to, let's see, this dragon not giving off any fiend or fey vibes to Krantaka, right?
It has an eerie, unearthly, evil, twisted and wrong aura, but it is neither a fiend nor a fey.
Okay, very good. John will put away Krantaka and withdraw his other variable element blaster, set them both to full auto, and just start rat-a-tatting against this thing.
What are your elements set to?
They are going to be, thank you for asking, he's going to set it to thunder.
Okay.
And
Yasmeen, you're the next hero who's going to go. So prepare your next choice.
Normally he would have advantage with this, but because he's attacking at long range, this will be normal attack, I believe, right?
Okay. Yes.
Very
that's
good.
Correct.
All right. So variable element blaster the first. Does that overhit by 5 or more?
Yes, it does. Being a scaleless dragon who's been modified by mad science has its downsides.
Is that 2 more hits?
One
more
additional.
hit?
It has an AC of 19. That's 1 additional hit.
1 additional hit.
And when you fire thunder, it's incredibly loud. The whole just sonic waves going forth.
Yeah. And the bonus attack, is that one or 2 additional hits?
19, so it's 1 additional hit.
1 additional hit. All right. And so that'll be a total of 25 plus 25, 50 points of damage, thunder.
Okay.
Is it fully effective?
It is fully effective. This creature is not resistant to thunder.
Perfect. John burns through his ammo.
Its health accordingly.
And he'll hold his place with the chariot for now.
Okay. The Vile Dragon is going to spend 2 legendary actions to make a wing attack. It beats its wings, and then it flies directly forward towards you. 40 feet. Day'lorise, the champion of the chime, who's wielding 2 shields, the warrior who you have charmed, is attempting to bodily drag you away from the dragon. He is terrified of it and wants to protect you. Please roll an opposed athletics check.
Oh boy. Okay.
I got a 19.
Where's my every time? Okay, here we go. Okay. Opposing athletics check. Oh boy.
Quickly, Day'lorise, we must get away from this evil place.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to persuade this guy to stay.
Yasmeen, it is your turn. I am going to give you 1 free movement to burst towards the action. You can go ahead and move up to your move speed for free on this turn.
Okay.
And the rest of it is up to you.
Okay, so I basically get 30 extra feet, and then I can take movement 30 feet as well.
Correct.
Okay. The tentacles are gone at this point. Which means that I'm going to use hang on, let me just measure this. Takes me there. Oops. We'll take that's 30. And then nope. Here. Yeah, okay, cool. Now what's my range? 60 feet. Okay. Bonus action. I have line of sight on the dragon, I think.
Yes.
Bonus action, keen awareness.
Okay.
Which is an intelligence check at advantage.
Analyzing.
20 dirty.
20 dirty. What does that tell you? It's been
so
1 week.
it's
My brain is erased.
Yeah, no, all good, all good. So it's the DC is the CR of the creature.
That succeeds.
Cool. I gain I gain information about so it's racial bonuses, it's class bonuses, you know, obviously it's a dragon, so and then I gain 5 further pieces of information at your discretion.
Okay. It has blind sight 90 feet, dark vision 350 feet. Oh, I missed something, Matt. Oops.
Oh, good to know.
It doesn't have resistance. It has maybe worse depending on it, because if its outer flesh is just dead and numb, the first 12 points of acid or thunder damage are removed. It has legendary resistance. It has frightful presence. It has maddening breath. And here is what its other breath does. 12d8 necrotic damage, DC 19 charisma save to resist.
God.
Oh my God. That's miserable. With my action centered on the dragon, I'm casting slow.
All right. That's a great idea. Drop it and tell me what your spell save DC is and the type of save.
17 DC 17 of wisdom saving.
Okay.
I think that put it. Yes, it is.
Ooh, 12. Legendary resistance. Did I fail that saving throw? No, I did not.
Well, that's one down. That's also all my. Okay, cool. That's my entire turn. That is literally everything I can do.
Okay. Asena, you are up next. Roll 1d6.
Okay. 4.
4. Okay. What do you want to do? You are invisible. There is an elemental in the wall. It is stunned.
Oh, right. It's not dead yet.
It's stunned,
I
so
guess...
you and Dargan could just move if you want.
Yeah. Is it going to come out of the wall?
Well, it's stunned at the moment, so not this turn.
Okay. I mean, I guess you guys can deal with that. Or people will be gone. I think we're moving to the dragon, so we'll just move.
Okay. I'm giving you free movement. So whatever your move speed is, you get that much for free this turn.
What is free? Like do it twice?
Yeah. You can move up to your move speed without using your movement, your action, your bonus action, your hopes, your dreams, anything.
According to my calculations, I can be right next to the dragon.
Okay.
Right,
go ahead and move
if
yourself.
I go here and here and
just jump off.
Yeah.
And you have double jump, right?
No. Yes. No.
Yeah, you
I
can
have
run through
slow
the...
fall.
But do you have the
I can
thing
also
where, like,
run through the air, yeah.
that golden disc appears under your feet so you can jump twice?
Yes.
So you can just like jump, boing, and then give him the people's elbow. All right.
And then Dargan is 60, so
I will also give Dargan free movement.
he can come to like right here.
And you can, there's a way to plot it so that you can get all the way up to it if you want to just go nuts.
Well, I'm kind of scared. Should I be there? I guess I will.
I mean, to a certain degree, that's your job, right? That's the thing you do.
Yeah, it is.
When you're
what
not
I
blasting,
do.
or unless you want to go up on the bridge and blast it with your cannon, that's also an option.
No. I mean, that is a good idea. Because no one's
Now that
there
we're
right
already
now.
here.
Who is this person?
That is Yasmeen's drone.
I can kill that.
That's a friend. It's not favorite drone. It's just a drone.
Kill it.
I'm
You're
saying
not wrong.
if I siege blasted it, it might be collateral damage.
Siege
before
mode
everyone
is going to be
else
hard
gets
to
here.
use in here because siege mode has to shoot like up, and that would hit
you're right.
the roof.
It's only like 30 feet.
You can't get a parabolic arc here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch, but I'm sneaky.
You are invisible. You get sneak attack.
Sneaky punch.
It has blind sight. You don't get sneak attack. The drone is adjacent. You do get sneak attack, but no advantage.
Okay.
There's an old Order of the Stick cartoon where the dwarf swings at a goblin. It's like, darn, I miss. And one of the other party members says, hey, you have a special combat bonus to hit goblins, right? Oh, that's right. I hit. And the goblin goes, ow! All right. The dragon's armor class is 19, meaning that neither of those blows are going to hit home.
Of course.
You want to give him the whole package or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the bonus action attack doesn't cost you anything.
I know.
Now we're talking.
There.
Okay. You get sneak attack on the first hit, which is going to give you a total of 22 damage. And on the second attack, you deal 9 damage. As you run through the air, jump off of a little golden rune that appears like doing, and then just descend upon it in a flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Do you want Dargan to do anything?
Can I ask Dargan if he eats other Dargans?
Yes. Dragons are made of stuff.
I eat things that are made of stuff.
Perfect. You have my approval to eat this stuff.
Yay. Roll 1d6 to see if Dragon's breath weapon has recharged.
A 1.
A 1. Dragon's breath weapon has not yet recharged. Dragon will move up. You know what? Go ahead and attack, Dragon. Go ahead and make a bite attack if you'd like. And you can flank with the drone. I'm just going to give you that little bit of extra movement to get you in the action. Get this going. Roll again because you have advantage.
Oh, nice. 24.
24. That is a hit. Is the Vile Dragon immune or resistant to cold damage? It is not. The damage is fully effective. Behold the health bar. It's down like a third of its health.
I'm also for one of my hits that did hit, I'll do a Seraph Sash charge.
Ooh, okay, roll that. That's additional force damage, right?
Yeah, 46.
Nice.
And then I'll take 6 healing off that.
The Vile Dragon is also not resistant to force damage, as a flurry of silver-wreathed strikes lash out against its squishy, deadened flesh. Okay.
Cool.
John, you see Galenium Morum perking up as if hearing something from nowhere.
Uh-oh.
And then silently forming a response of 25 words or less. Day'lorise, it is your turn.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is persuade this guy that he needs to go fight the dragon.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check to inspire this champion of the chime to quit wussing out.
Mr. Champion of the Chime, I'm not really impressed that you're a champion, but I would be really impressed if you fought a dragon. 42.
Okay. That's your bonus action to do that. The champion does not, the champion immediately, justice! Gets free movement in that direction. Do you want to go with? You also get free movement this turn. All right. Go ahead and take it.
So, let's see. Oh, what was my movement?
Should be 30.
Yes. So, I'm going to move.
Oh, do me a favor. Roll 1d6.
Okay. Oh my god, too many windows.
Welcome to my life.
1d6?
1d6, please.
I got a 4.
All right, carry on. Nothing happens.
Okay. Oh god, where's my ruler? Where did my ruler go? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move right about there.
All right, go ahead.
Whoops. Right between these two dead men.
Who died horribly, I'll add. You're within 65 feet of the dragon from where you are.
How do I calculate how far I can throw? If
depends entirely on what you're throwing.
a grenade?
Ah.
Is that treated like a projectile? Is that...
Let's see. Grenade range. I'm just going to use these rules. All right. So if you want to throw it 60 feet, you need to do a DC 18 athletics check.
Okay.
If you want to throw it 50 feet, is 16. So this is athletics.
Okay, I'm not quite within range then.
I mean, it's going to explode. So if you throw it 60 feet, I mean, it will also blow up Asena, but she has evasion.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
I'll be fine.
I don't know that though. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna hold an action.
You want to dash?
Oh yeah, I'll dash.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. Move up to your speed again.
All right, so I'm gonna move. Oh, this red ring is where the illusion used to be.
Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and clear that out.
There.
All right. Are you happy with your turn?
Yes.
The Vile Dragon Toyphos will now take their turn. I am
Oh,
first
it's got a
rolling
name.
for the mystery things that I've been having you roll for, and now I'm rolling to see if its breath weapon comes back. Ah, it did.
Oh no.
All right, let's do a quick range check here.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Blah.
And it's going to breathe necrotic doom all over everybody in the cart.
Oh no.
A 60-foot cone that blasts outwards. I need John to roll a charisma saving throw versus, not 1d28, that'd be much nicer, 12d8 necrotic damage.
Ow. Charisma,
Oh
you
my
said?
God.
Charisma. To shreds, you say.
To shreds, you say? Okay. So I have that aura on me to where if I make a intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check, I get to add a plus 1d4 on this. And let's see.
Oh no.
Oh
Creature that
no.
forced
Oh
me
no.
to make that saving throw immediately takes 2d8 psychic damage.
Ooh, okay, roll that. And there's no save on that, right? That's just sucks
No
to
save.
suck.
Sucks to suck.
All right.
8 points of psychic, and ooh, this is gonna be not so fun for me.
That the equivalent of I know you are, but what am I?
That's a 7.
Ooh.
A 7 does not save.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
You're only like what, 12 away?
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
You know how
it's
you're always like,
good.
show me 7. I feel like this might be the exception to that.
Right?
Do not show me 7.
I think that what it was, the DC was like 18 or something. I'm
19.
not gonna.
It's a DC 19.
Oh.
19. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother because I have
Okay.
resistance to necrotic. I feel like
I was gonna say, I feel like you can soak that.
yeah,
Yo,
I can soak a little bit.
Hold up.
What are we holding up?
Well, the Scriniari, the lesser mage, doesn't have resistance to necrotic damage, but Galenia Morum does.
Nice.
He's that cool.
He's just that cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything he's not resistant to?
Gun. Okay. All right. Bleh. That will be it for the Dread Dragon Toyphos, who is now on cooldown again.
Yay.
It is the Earth Elemental's turn. The Earth Elemental is pissed and also smashed to pieces. It's going to leave. Now that it's no longer being mind controlled and stunned and everything, it's just going to burrow into the ground and have a sulk.
Taking its gravel and going home.
Listen here, you Earth-based life forms. I'm the original Earth-based life form, so I'm peacing out.
The Scriniari mage has lost concentration on the Sunbeam spell after being absolutely gobble-smacked by a freaking dragon.
Oh no.
I've used both of those. I've used both of those. This does not look good for the Homestar Runner. All right. It's time for the old standby. Burning the remaining spell slots on magic missiles.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh boy.
Just gonna roll those one at a time, huh, mate?
That's the way the magic missile. Oh, you know what? I could have done that manually. That is completely true. Shut up. 6, 10, 15, 19, 22. Ba, 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 ba.
Nice.
And John, what's your desired range?
Excuse me? Oh,
what's your desired range?
He's gonna away from the dragon.
Just maximum distance away?
I mean, I'll probably get off so I can stay close to my party, but yeah, if these mages want to clear some distance out, John's okay with that.
Okay. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, and you can hop off. That's totally fine.
Yeah, John's flying, so he just kind of like lifts his wings up and like allows himself to fall out.
Whoosh. I forget. Is it a fly spell that you're under?
No, it's draconic form.
That's right. Your wings.
Wing.
All right. I just got a great idea that I came up with all by myself. I'm gonna roll all these magic missiles at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
Not inspired by any outside sources.
Nope,
Magic
absolutely not.
Machine gun. Daka, daka, daka. Daka, daka. That being said, Asena, Toyphos, the vile dragon, is going to make a tail attack against you as a legendary action.
Ooh.
Cool.
Smack! Ooh.
Ooh.
You know what? Let's bust out the table. Let's go ahead and just get that table busted out right now. Let's bust that out. All right, critical hits for Game Masters, and this is a deadly threat. So, Asena, roll 1d60, please. 1d60. Choose your fate.
36.
Okay, 36. We have a winner. Bludgeoning. Double, you are staggered. It knocks the wind out of you and crushes but doesn't break your rib cage. You take 34 points of bludgeoning damage. And I don't remember this from last time. Are you immune to poison?
I am.
Okay. Well, then ignore the other 37 points that you were also going to take. And ignore the poisoned condition. But I am going to have you roll 1d6.
1d6. 2.
You are staggered, which means that for the next 2 rounds, any attack against you has advantage.
Okay.
Hey, mate.
Yes.
We've got Lucky Opening and Legend of Lyris. Would we be able to use a Legend of Lyris to reduce that damage?
Asena, do you want to? Yes. The Lucky Opening is why I've been having everybody roll to see who gets it. Do you want to use the Legend of Lyris and your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d12 plus 2, Asena?
Sure.
Cool. Burn your reaction, roll 1d12 plus 2, please. And recover that many hit points. John, your turn, followed by the champion of the chime. Congratulations. You get a whopping 12 hit points back.
Yay.
Or sorry, a whopping 5, not 12.
5.
Yeah. Far worse.
12 would be fine.
12 would be nice.
Would be lovely.
We would take a 12. All right. The Legend of Lyris has been played, and we're going to keep rolling. John, roll 1d6.
Thanks a lot, Lyris.
So, clarification. Did Chester get the bonus movement from what you were doing as well?
Chester can take the bonus movement.
I'm just going to get him up to here because he would have gone his 4 response. So I didn't want to interrupt what you were doing over there.
No worries. John, roll 1d6 to see if you get the lucky break.
Oh, right. The thunder damage, is that
you get the lucky
12?
break.
Okay, well, lovely. Is that taken off of every single time you use thunder, or is it the first time a turn, or the first time ever?
When it first takes damage. So the first time it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
really
Okay. That's why I was clarifying, because it wasn't like, okay, so the first time per round. So if you stack a bunch, it's okay, but if like you do like, yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
The monster is bloodied.
You know, I'm gonna try fire.
Okay.
I feel like dragons usually are resistant to fire, but this seems pretty good.
Only
that?
red dragons are resistant to fire.
No, and red, gold, that brass, that sort of thing. Yeah. But this one seems a little bit wonky, so I'm gonna try setting the element blaster to fire.
Okay.
And we're gonna go full auto, and the element blaster's range is, oh my god, it's 80. Never mind, I wouldn't have had disadvantage last time. Okay, cool. Thank you, pistols. Anyway, let's do this. So I'm going to set to Ridiculous Smack, and actually kind of want to try to pull some of this danger off of Asana. And so I don't really ever get to use this, and I already have advantage this turn. So John's going to fly up in its face. And as he does, he's going to take out his Titan of the Changing Tide. And he's going to make his attack to get Leviathan Bane, since he's attacking a real big creature with it. Yeah, exactly. I never get to use this. Also, I wanted to clarify. I didn't want to interrupt. Does Asena's crazy serrating blades, does that AC reduction work only on armored targets, or is it natural armor as well?
What is the property on it? If it's armor cutter or armor, if it's armor cutter, it only works on artificial armor. Okay. If it is
armor cutting,
so Flesh Bane works on meat
Flesh
creatures.
Bane, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go.
Have armor cutter.
I feel good about this. I think this should work well. Let's do it. Okay, we've got everything set. Time for Trident of the Changing Tides. Go. And that'll be 27 to hit for 25 points of damage.
Yep, absolutely.
Glorious.
Stab.
And then John's going to attack with his Flash Tech Blade.
The Flash Tech Blade is kind of like the what was it called? The what?
The Omni Blade.
The Omni Blade from Mass Effect 3. All right, so you don't get Leviathan Bane, but you do get the 13 damage.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Yeah. Ignore Leviathan Bane.
I can do math. I got this.
So it should be 35 total.
Yep. Is beyond bloodied at this point. Well done. Anything from Charlemagne?
Yeah, Charlemagne's just gonna rush up. I think that is the spot he needs to be. And since he takes up these 4 squares. And Charlemagne's gonna do his best to rock his world. This dragon, as far as I know, has never seen a cat with a sword before. So
you already have advantage.
But it's just funny. And we're gonna go ahead and magic sword this up.
Okay.
Nice.
Slash.
I'm gonna need. Look, I know this is very likely not gonna happen, but can you please make a save against pounce as this big old cat
saving throw? A strength saving throw.
You know, you might roll low. Maybe the dragon wants to spend. Oh my goodness, yeah, baby! Would you like to use a legendary action so a cat doesn't? Yeah, I figured.
I will spend a legendary resistance to not get knocked on my ass by a cat. Yes.
Oh goodness, that's what I was hoping you were gonna say. Oh wow. And
and I'm going to use another legendary action to slap the cat in the face with my tail.
Hey, you know what? You have every right.
Slap.
Oh no.
25 hits. Charlemagne takes 17 bludgeoning and 14 poison.
Oh.
Ow.
And must make a con save against.
And you have to suffer the wrath of hitting a cat. Enjoy chat's hatred of you.
Delphi, don't look.
Oh gosh, that was minus 17. There we go. Okay, and a DC 19. Oh gosh, that's not fun. That's not fun.
The champion of the chime runs screaming towards it. Okay, Charlemagne is poisoned for 1 minute.
No,
or until that poison damage is healed.
Yeah.
Is Charlemagne at?
Charlemagne had Hero's Feast, yes.
Okay, all right. If
Charlemagne Dargan, but I don't think Dargan got their thing.
I think Dargan might have gotten smacked. Yasmeen, you are up. The champion of the chime jumps off the bridge and charges forward with 2 shields directly towards the dragon. Justice!
Let's keep it simple. Just gonna run hit it with firebolt.
Okay. Shoot. You have the high ground. You may shoot with advantage.
Ooh, cool. $26.
Big numbers. Large numbers.
27 fire damage.
Large numbers. All right, I'm using my third legendary action to hit the cat again with advantage because chat is like playing dark side. So, you know.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
using
there
my
you go.
inspiration and I'm slapping the cat first. 17 bludgeoning.
Ow.
And 19 poison.
Do I need bother making a save, or is it still just continuing the
You
poison?
can we're just gonna go ahead and continue pushing that along.
Okay.
Yasmeen.
Yes.
Would you like to give somebody an inspiring speech? Someone has played the Believe in Me card. You absolutely don't have to, especially if it wouldn't be in character.
Would Yasmeen? I'm gonna pass on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Asena, it is your turn. Would you like to use your catchphrase to gain an immediate significant advantage? Chat has played a catchphrase card.
Yes.
All right. What catchphrase are you going to shout in this moment of battle?
A great question. Asena, all Asena can think of is just yelling, "Just die already!"
New
Even though she just
catchphrase.
started.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
New catchphrase.
For just die already, I will give you one additional die of sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And you have advantage, assuming you're just going to beat the crap out of it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to beat the crap out of it with advantage or flanking. Those are 2 solid hits. Roll an additional d6 for that extra sneak attack damage. The first strike is 17 plus a little something.
I think those both have.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll just take this. We'll just do the sneak attack twice. That's fine. That's easier. All right. Ba-bam. Behold the dragon. Screeching and weakening.
I think I could take 2 more.
Okay. Burn another focus point and smack it. No more sneak attack, though.
Okay.
Miss. And a hit. Oh, that's a solid hit. 17 points of damage. You were just absolutely beating the crap out of this thing. Will that be it for you?
Yes.
Okay.
And Dargan, does Dargan have his breath back?
Roll 1d6.
Do we roll every time?
Whenever it's on cooldown, yes.
Okay.
On Dragon's turn, you roll to see if the breath is on cooldown, and it recharges, I believe, on a 5 or a 6.
Because I definitely wasn't rolling for 4 turns. I was
Roll
just counting how many
4d6.
turns.
Roll
it
4d6.
was. That's not right. That's 1d4. 4d6.
Mm-hmm.
2 6s.
Okay. Yep. Breath weapon is back.
Okay.
What is Dargan going to do?
Maybe he shouldn't. There's a lot of people here.
If it's a 15-foot breath weapon, it's just going to clear the creature.
Oh, yeah, it's
It
just
is 15
him.
feet. Yeah.
We can try the gravity one again.
Okay.
That works.
Click
last
on that
time.
just so that I can see what it does again. Ah, wall of text. All right. Gravity activated. When the creature starts its turn in the area. Okay.
How do I
Gravity cat not amused.
do it? How do I
added
roll
the
it?
gravity cube. Well, are you attacking or gravity? Because gravity doesn't do damage. It just creates a gravity zone.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay, yep. I've indicated the gravity zone with a teal square.
Okay.
Dolores, would you like to make an inspiring speech to an ally? In which case, because this is a card, you will have to actually at least describe the nature of the speech.
Okay.
You don't have to, but if you do, they get a significant bonus.
I will hold for now.
Okay, then go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. How far down is this again?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. Can I survive that?
If you succeed on an acrobatics check, you can combat roll. You can dodge roll.
Okay.
And you'll take less damage. You'll only take 1d6.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, roll acrobatics. This does not take an action. It's just part of your movement.
Acrobatics. 15.
Okay, yeah. Good combat roll. You take 6 points of damage.
Oh no!
That's fine. That Hero's Feast boon that you got earlier, it has you pretty much covered. Go ahead and move up to your full movement speed.
It takes care of the last of my temporary hit points. And oh no, but I lose my 69.
No. That's not nice at all.
Okay. So I'm gonna hop down and follow behind the guy with the shields. Let's see. Okay.
You've used 5 feet, so you have 25 more feet.
25 more. Okay. So
And when you're done moving, roll
go
1d6.
here. 1d6. One.
Okay. Whoever gets a 6 gets a lucky break. So no joy for that. Go ahead and continue your turn. You have a bonus action and an action remaining.
Okay. I'm going to give this frag grenade that I'm holding to the mage hand that I believe I still have up because I have not dismissed it yet.
Okay. So you want to mage hand a grenade over?
Yes. So I'm going to hand it over to the mage hand. I'm not going to throw it yet, though.
Okay.
I'm just going to hand it over, and I guess I will pull out my gun.
Okay. Blast 'em.
Yeah. So I'm gonna equip that.
Cool. It's an item. Those are 2 item interactions. So that's 1 for free. 1 takes your bonus action, and if you want to shoot, you can shoot.
Yeah. Let's
All right.
let's shoot.
This will be a flat roll. Go for it.
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
Oh wait, with
yeah, the gun's on your character sheet, right?
I don't know if
Let me
it's
see.
on my roll 21.
Okay, it is not. Unless you have +9 to attack, that's a miss.
Do I have plus
At your
9
level,
attack? I don't
you're-
think I do. No.
Yeah, I don't think you have, unless you have like a really high dex, I don't think that's gonna work out.
No, I don't believe I do.
Unluckers.
Yeah.
All right.
My dexterity is 19.
But your proficiency bonus is only +4. So that's an 18 you just barely miss.
Oh, rip. Okay. Miss.
Lucky. It is now the Vile Dragon's turn. Does the Vile Dragon get a lucky break? No. The Vile Dragon must now make a dexterity saving throw. You need to beat a 13. I think I'm fine. I'm fine. I got a 21. Yeah, it's just going to chill here. This is fine. This is fine. I'm also going to roll to see if its breath weapon comes back. Because I haven't rolled enough dice yet. Its breath weapon comes back.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Unlucky.
That's a 60-foot cone. So let's just do some quick maths. All right, let's just do some simple geometry here. Cone, And these cones are actually very large in D&D. They're 90-degree cones.
Oh no!
It snaps to a corner. So, I don't think I can get more than. Yeah, I don't think I can get more than two. No, if I go this way, I can get all three of you.
No, we hate it.
And I think they moved out of range over
Rude.
here. Yeah, they did. Yeah, so congratulations. You three are the lucky winners. It is going to hit you with its necrotic breath as this cloud of dark vapors that cloy and touch and attempt to consume your very flesh. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
You two, Asena.
I'm okay.
On a failure, you will take 49 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Odds, no!
Oh no!
Are you resistant to necrotic damage, Pods?
I don't. No.
All right.
No.
Then you take 49 points of damage.
Oh
What if
my
I
god.
re-roll that?
Well, you already had advantage on it. So how would you be re-rolling that?
Never mind.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Cool. The Knight of the Chime rolls and just absolutely eats a massive pile of damage. Dolores,
no.
congratulations. You take 24 points of damage instead of 49.
Oh no.
My breath weapon is now on recharge, and my attacks, my legendary actions are all restored. Look forward to a tail beating in the very near future. The earth elemental crawls away into a hole forever.
Forever?
As hopefully.
Dragon very much is beatings will continue until morale disappears.
Yes, until you disappear. Okay, Skriniari, what are we doing here? Oh, I know what we're doing. Magic missile. Just finger guns the entire way down. Blam, blam, blam. Galenium Morum takes a long thought and then shoots another level 4 magic missile at it. They just are shredding it down with a relentless barrage of arcane weaponry. John, it is your turn. The dragon is bursting at the seams. Gore spills forwards, pustulant and corrupt. What do you do?
John is still flanking with Asena.
Mm-hmm.
John is still holding the trident of the changing tides, the Leviathan Slayer. John is going to attack with the Leviathan Slayer and try to slay the Leviathan.
Dolores, roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 14.
That. John, carry on while I figure something out.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The DC is 10 or half the damage you take. The DC was 12. You succeeded. You're still concentrating on that.
Oh my god.
John, please narrate
That's a natural
the slaying of this Leviathan.
As John is panicking, seeing this horrible decaying breath leaving out of the vile dragon's mouth and absolutely laying waste to his allies, he holds the trident of the changing tides and feels this pull. This is not a sentient weapon, but there is something within it that drives it to fight, to kill these large, horrible beasts, these monsters that attack the laymen of the world, attempt to bring them low with its overwhelming power. And this surge from within awakens him. He gets this gleam of light behind his eyes that shines out behind his head, almost as if there's a angelic patron that may be looking down upon this scene, and he rises up in his full draconic glory and just slams down, diving from the sky atop this creature's head, burying the Triton of the changing tides within its skull and just continuing to just fly straight through its body until he lands on the other side next to his friends.
Well, you know, I wasn't going to use my legendary actions until, because I only get 3. I was going to wait for all of y'all's turns, and I probably should have used it right after the wizards just unloaded magic machine guns on me. So I could have, like, I don't know, knocked us in unconscious or something.
You also could have rolled your dexterity check.
I would have had to roll, there was a 10% chance of that happening. Okay. John, is there anything else that you're doing?
Yeah, he dives through, destroys this creature, and
roll a dexterity saving throw, John.
Oh, okay. Dexterity, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so ignore the bless. The 17.
Okay. You are not dragged down by the gravity field of Dargan.
Good. I'm glad you're taking my flavored attack into consideration with this. Thank you.
Hey, you looked really cool. What would have happened is you would have looked really, really cool before you looked like a dope.
John's just gonna fly back towards the bad guys. He's gonna actually that was my attack. I have movement. I don't have a way of being able to help anyone as of yet. So John's gonna interpose himself between us and them. Realistically, we've killed the dragon, but now we have, people who are summoning reinforcements that may decide to turn on us. Funniness aside, I'm going to stay over here.
Okay.
So, John's going to fly over and make his way towards the other peoples. He flies over and is going to attempt to parley with Galenium. Sir, you've seen what me and my compatriots are capable of. You have good people of Oscus here who are taking up arms against an establishment that not only suppresses those who are just trying to live good, honest lives, but is destroying this world that you've all built together one little bit at a time. You can see we have the means of being able to create great change, and we'd like to work with you, not against you, to enact it. I know that your friend Kruk has been sent to a plane that they probably didn't intend to. Obviously, they can be recovered. We are doing our best to just collect, as I said, the flesh that will lead to the destruction of not this, but all worlds. We're trying to do as little damage as possible while we're here. So please, Millennium, can you just work with us? I know that you have those en route. I'm not saying you have to call them off, but if you could just parley with us for a moment while we figure things out. I think you owe us, as John kind of looks back at the smoldering carcass of that vile dragon, I think you owe us at least that much.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage because you set Gruk to hell, at advantage because you killed the vile dragon. Roll a flat persuasion check.
I will take a flat persuasion check. All right, so I'm going to roll the persuasion, and then John is going to add a deduction die to this, and so that is going to be an extra 1d8 for a dirty 20.
This isn't really pass-fail. It's more like degrees, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so a dirty 20, and then again, to degrees, if you need me to, I can roll my other thing.
Yeah, do your other thing.
I'll do my other thing. So that's going to be a 22.
Okay. Galenium hesitates for a moment. And kind of puts up a hand, like, hold on. Yasmeen and Asena, is there anything you would like to do? Combat is not going on, but it could break out again at any moment, so I'm staying round by round. What would you like to do?
I want to inspect this dragon to make sure it will stay dead.
Okay. From up there or from down on the ground?
I'll have to go up close and inspect it. So
okay.
I will walk that way forward.
All right. You're going to have to drop down. So roll an acrobatics check to stick the landing.
Sure.
Unless you have some other means of traversing that height.
Well, let's just do the acrobatics first and see what happens.
Roll it. 20-foot drop.
17.
You pull it off. You only take 5 points of damage.
Immediately the boots come into play, and I do not take that damage.
Are they Featherfall boots?
Yes. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Then you didn't have to roll it in the first place.
Well, the thing is, it's only if I take damage.
Okay. Yeah, that was a guaranteed damage fall. It was just a degrees of damage. Carry on.
Well, fun roll. So that's gonna be. Will I be able to make it to the dragon and have that inspection?
Yeah, the inspection will be a bonus action, so you can move, dash.
Okay. It will take my full movement plus a dash to get here. So yeah, making that inspection to make sure it cannot resuscitate somehow.
Roll medicine, please.
Unlucky.
Oh
Do you have any inspiration you want to burn on that or no?
I don't think I have inspiration. I'm gonna say
great.
no.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
A 4. You have accidentally exposed yourself to its venom.
Okay.
no. Oh no.
You take 9 points of poison damage, and for the next minute, you are poisoned.
Let me check to make sure that I'm actually capable of being poisoned. I only have acid resistance, so no.
All right.
Cool.
Asena, is there anything you would like to do?
I'd like to use the potion of greater healing.
All right. Chug that. That should be 44 plus 8 plus 4? 44 plus 4. If memory serves me right.
Oh, good call.
Okay. Go ahead and recover 15 points of damage. That's a bonus action. Glug.
And then Darkin's gonna start eating this Darkin.
That is actually a good reminder. I do not take that poison damage because of Hero's Feast.
Because of what?
Hero's Feast.
All right.
So plus nine healing.
Wait, does Hero's Feast make you immune to poison?
Yes. No. Oh, yes. Yes, you're all immune to poison. Holy crap.
Oh, so then Charlemagne is not poisoned then.
Correct.
Oh, great.
I don't know. Take back like 15 health. I don't know what it actually was. Just take back 15
It's
health.
way more than that. Don't worry. I'm going to go find it.
Yeah, as long as you're the one finding it and I'm not. Sena, is there anything else you want to do? You are still invisible.
I'm invisible?
Yeah, you're still under the effects of greater invisibility. Dolores never lost concentration on it.
No.
All right, cool. Reviving. Okay. John?
Hmm?
Somebody has just cast teleport.
Uh-oh.
Like nearby.
Not within 60 feet of you. The arrival point is within 60 feet of you. The caster is not until after they've cast the spell.
Gotcha. Does John know like north, south, like whereabouts?
Right there.
Oh. Okay. Well,
all of you see the following figure. A group of 6 people emerge from a blistering blue light that shines forth. 2 of them have Rocketeer vibes. No, 3 of them have Rocketeer vibes. They're wearing like Art Deco swept back armor. They have swords and they have ray guns. There are 3 other people here. I will describe them in turn as soon as I get this description to pop up. All right. For our first person, at the bottom left, azure and indigo hues make up the majority of this regal tiefling's attire. His tunic and cape clearly of high quality and in the very latest fashions from Regredior. Neither you nor Asena know what that actually means, John, but the other 2 would recognize this. The man's long black hair is pulled tight to allow his grand fiendish horns to rise freely. And the weathering of age is clear on his manicured face. He wears both silver and gold pauldrons, although more interesting is the buckle on his belt. a metal clasp bearing 2 old symbols. I would like I'd like Yasmeen and Day'lorise to make perception checks, please, with disadvantage because you're kind of far away and there's a dead dragon in the way.
Alright.
Okay, can't see shit, Captain.
Okay, disadvantage. And that was perception?
Correct.
I blame the dragon.
That's fair, frankly. 19. This man is wearing 2 symbols overlaid on each other on his belt. The symbol of the ministry and the symbol of the Inquisition.
Okay.
Up from him. Oh, and I have, you know what? Let's do art. Let's do art. Yeah, let's do art.
Art.
Give me a moment. I have a million things open.
Understandable.
I like a good art.
This is our first dashing gentleman. Loading, loading, loading. CPU exploding. What?
Oh.
Oh my.
The second individual, actually, yeah, there's 3 elite-looking guards. There's this tiefling gentleman. The next individual who just teleported in. Though grim, this bald human man's aged face is solemn, each line in his dark skin an etching of wisdom. His eyes are a steely blue and match the glow from the stylized S on his neck. And flowing off of his shoulder are the orange robes of the Justicia, the law enforcement of Ascus. I'll pop him up next. And last, but certainly not least, is the elven wizard who just cast that teleport spell. Long pale hair cascades from the thin skull of this bespectacled high elf. Long pointy ears sticking out from beneath either side of a regal jeweled crown. There are many other gemstones across his glamorous attire, each of them purple, like the finely cut robe he wears. Several potions and vials hang from his belt, and a powerful staff, and from the powerful staff he carries, the potent stone crackling with energy at the head of the weapon, outshining all of his other accoutrements. John, roll an Arcana check, please.
Arcana. 21.
That is a staff of power.
Oh, goody.
Day'lorise, roll a history check for me, please.
Oh, right. Oh, so many windows.
Here I am, just like, close you, close you, close you, close you, close you.
Move the windows to the walls. Normal history. History, where are you? There you are. I got 5!
Okay. There's a lot going on. What would you like to do?
Moi?
Yes, It is in fact your turn.
Okay. First of all, I think I need to make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Go ahead.
Oh shit. Where am I? Wisdom saving throw. Whew! Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Keeping my cool. It's all good. Okay. Whew. I'm going to cure wounds on my charmed companion, just in case I might need him later.
Did you just make a save against fangirling? Is that what we just saw?
Kind
Yes.
of. Fangirling.
Just think about the dead vile dragon. You know, that's a good.
Okay, so cure wounds on him. Is that concentration?
Nope, it's instant.
Okay, cool. So Asana can keep her invisibility for now.
Correct.
And I'm gonna move towards the dragon. Just regroup with everybody.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
John.
Yes.
The individual in the orange robes steps forward.
Okay.
He appears to be unarmed.
Okay.
He looks you dead in the eye with that steely blue gaze.
Mm-hmm.
And you immediately feel a surge of emotions.
Okay. What kind of
terrible
emotions?
danger. Like a powder keg about to go off. And a very strong desire for understanding.
These emotions are coming from this individual who's locked this gaze with me. Okay.
Yes.
Is this a powerful enough compulsion to warrant a saving throw, or is it just kind of a budding
This is
feeling?
This is communication.
Oh, okay.
This is empathic communication.
Gotcha. Is John able
Meanwhile-
to reply in kind?
No, you don't have the same ability.
Understandable.
Oh no, no, you are able to transmit feelings if you want.
John is going to match the same burgeoning explosion of power with the same want for understanding and a sprinkling of pleading isn't the right word, but it's close enough to what we're trying to attain between the two of us. There is a grave plight that goes beyond the scope of what we see before us.
Okay. The armored individuals fan out. You notice that while they have guns and swords, they are not drawing them. The heavily damaged Skriniari is going to tend to her wounds, as is Galenium Morum. The two of them... Actually, Galenium Morum is going to walk over to the Elven Mage and whisper urgently. Oh, no. Communicate via message cantrips. The Tiefling walks past you, John. No weapons drawn.
Question.
Go ahead.
With the message cantrip, that would still be a whisper. Is John able to pick that up from here?
Roll a perception check, please.
Is there a lot of noise down here? Would that be made with disadvantage, or is it a normal perception check if people are being... No,
It's going to be flat.
29.
29.
While he's focusing and kind of mind melding, not mind melding, but emotion melding with this figure before him, he puts his very keen detective ear to the wind and seeing if he can pick up just the bare basic notes of what's transpiring with this hushed magical message.
You hear Gruck, you hear Cincture, and you hear Helped.
Okay.
All right. This well-dressed halfling is just going to go ahead and walk past you, John, with his hands behind his back, just sort of, a bit tense in here, don't you think? Is anyone else feeling this? Is this just me? This is open conversation. Anyone's allowed to respond.
I feel fine. Totally fine.
Good. You look like a dead dragon, though.
Yes. That's why it was a joke. Because I'm dead.
You're very talkative for a dead dragon. Not the first time. First things first, why don't we all agree, for the time being, not to kill each other?
John nods. He doesn't speak because he's really focused on trying to pick up this magical conversation and keep eyes locked with the figure before him.
Is that also just me? Am I completely misreading the room here? You're muted, Rosie.
Dolores is just kind of gonna shrug, I guess. I won't kill anybody.
I'm glad we can all agree. Next up, how about introductions? My name is Treclocius Edwardius. I am delighted to meet all of you.
Dolores is going to walk up with her hand extended.
Okay.
Delightful to meet you. You've caught us at a very interesting time.
Yes. Can you bring me up to speed on what's going on? As I understand it, someone here, not pointing any fingers, you wouldn't happen to have the Cincture Satanis with you, would you? He's looking directly at you, Day'lorise.
Me? No, I don't even know what that is.
Roll a deception check, please.
Yeah, trained actor, baby.
20.
Oh, trained bullshitter, baby.
Yeah.
What I mean is, I don't know what that would do, and I definitely don't have it. I definitely don't have it.
All right. Roll another deception check because you're telling the truth, but also you kind of do know what it does.
Hey!
That could explain a lot. It's not this. Anyone who understands what that thing is wouldn't want to be carrying it around. How about the rest of you? Day'lorise, it's a pleasure. I don't know all of you. Would love to get acquainted.
Asena's staying quiet because she's invisible.
Mm-hmm. Dead dragon, do you have a name?
I used to, but now I'm dead.
Even the dead are remembered by their names.
I forgot because I'm dead.
Very unfortunate. Well, we have, the ministry has clerics and medical practitioners who may be able to help with that. And with many other things. Is that a
Even
cat?
though Dargan's eating my face off? That's Dargan.
Dargan! Lovely to meet you as well. We have very few dragons here on Oscus.
Don's going to chime in and say one fewer now.
Yes. Yes. Less lively, if no less talkative. And you, the gentleman with the outstanding fashion sense, how might I call you?
John doesn't want to be rude to the individual that's holding his gaze. Does the orange robed figure before him kind of lessen the hardness of their stare to give John a chance to be more
he'll lean
formal?
back, but you're still getting curiosity, not idle, delightful curiosity, but purposeful curiosity from him.
John's going to turn around and not flank this individual, Edwardius, but stand kind of next to Day'lorise as Chester walks up. Chester kind of takes the spot right next to Day'lorise, not pushing past and intercepting, but just respectfully but cautiously being nearby in case they need the assistance of a big cat with a sword in its mouth.
Is that cat? He's got a sword.
I know, it's it's kind of funny. If you really stare at it for quite a while, it starts to make less and less sense. But pay that no mind as of right now. That's probably the most or least unique thing among our group. Pleasure to meet you, John Carmichael, wizard and detective. I came from that cincture, the Satanas that you keep talking about. Me and my ally, the invisible dead dragon over there. We are from another world, and as I had told Galenium, we're here ultimately to save this world, but not just this world, all others. And John is going to give the spiel, a very, very low version of what the Coriander Society is, what it is that they do, and that there is a big giant void dragon known as Kerr, going to come back, destroy everything if we don't gather all these pieces and prevent them from being reformed into this horrible doomsday thing. There has been quite a lot of a cavalcade of fun that has occurred over the last few hours with our escape with the Satanas and our interaction with an entity that John isn't certain if the celestial heroes and their ilk still know roam the undermines of this place, and that we are doing our very best to not fully choose a side. When we come to a world, we do our very best not to overly change the things that are happening. But of course, we're not normally supposed to be here, and so things do tend to happen. We just need to get the flesh of Kor, and we can be on our way. That's kind of the crux of what John's trying to get across here.
Does anybody else want to chime in at this point?
What is the reaction of our interrogators at the mention of the underdwellers?
The orange-robed figure is broadcasting. Do you want to get any closer? It's kind of hard to see from behind Dead Dragon. Like you're 40 feet away and trying to look at facial expressions.
I'll step in a little bit closer.
All right, go ahead.
John's being very specifically vague as much as possible. He's giving specificity where it's required, but otherwise he's not giving away anything that doesn't have to be given away.
That sounds very, very urgent. And I imagine that if the fate of all worlds hangs in the balance, you can ill brook any interference. Correct?
You are correct.
And I further imagine it sounds like your cause is noble and just. And therefore, I am sure you could understand why Rankir Tarandorn, and he gestures over at the elven wizard, Drozy and Lafon, you would immediately recognize this as the name of one of the celestial heroes, who is watching curiously at a safe distance. His greatest work is pivotal to the safety and security of our world. This seems like the sort of thing that should solve itself sensibly, don't you think?
I would agree.
Very well.
How do your senses measure up to mine, Sir Edwardians? What would be the sensible outcome to what has occurred over this last day. In your eyes.
Well, that's going to differ entirely on who you ask. If you're asking me, though, I think the most sensible thing would be for us to assist you in acquiring this object. Roll a insight check. Anybody who is within eyesight of Triclocious, please.
Oh.
Well then. Sometimes we tell a story and sometimes fate tells one for us.
John has no idea, but Day'lorise and Yasmeen immediately recognize that Triclocious knows exactly where the flesh of Kur is. And I'm going to let you stew on that information as we go to a short break. Don't go anywhere, folks. More Coriander Society and Inaequa when we return.
It's hot! Oh, I'm gonna stop you so. Oh, it's so hot! I don't like this at all!
Genuinely
Genuinely what?
scared me.
My apologies.
Okay, there's a hunter's mark on him. Spend that inspiration and go ahead and drop that spell in the chat.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you do.
It's okay.
You have
I
one.
do?
Yeah, you have one from chat. You can burn it.
Friendship.
Yeet.
Okay, so he has to succeed on a strength saving throw. He's a pretty strong guy.
Well,
Not
you know
one.
what?
Fuck it.
What if you don't?
Oh.
What if you don't?
She's the most powerful wizard in history.
I can't believe I'm using my last legendary resistance on a freaking level 2 spell.
Ariana's the goat.
Okay, legendary resistance.
Your last saving throw. With a third success, you are back up with 1 HP.
What will you do with it?
I cast sleep at 5th level.
Do you have more than 57 HP? Do you have more than 57 HP?
44.
I'm gonna get you. What about Una?
What about it? What about him?
You think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. So I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM, just as their other plans.
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Let's say Mia Hethil, because he's right in the middle of 3-player characters. So, you know, him in particular.
I take it the burning didn't kill it.
Yeah, roll 1d10, but it's fire resistant, so. Bonk.
Where is Mr. Reaction with a ward guy?
He used it. That shit's gone.
Oh, gone for
Bonk.
forever?
Well, until his next long range. A long rest.
La 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 la. La la la.
Don't need no wards for dealing with these fucking idiots.
That should be one of your sub sounds on your channel.
It should be. Really should be.
Well, so much for my terrifying monster. Guess I'll just, you know, die.
Pulls pin, throws pin.
Okay. All right. This is a ridiculous plan, and they're going to go with it.
I prefer the one where we don't die, so I like this.
They go away
Also,
after
I
an
need some
hour.
earplugs.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so
Someone gonna heal me?
yeah, they're already like coming back with healing potions in crates. You know, like 24 packs of healing potions.
Just got a shot at a healing potion.
It's like a study session all over again. It's just chugging Red Bull.
Once again,
Red Bull give you fiends.
Not what I expected to be happening today. They're assassins. They're basically ninjas, you know? Dexterity is what they're good at. That said, they don't have evasion. They all take the damage in the face. They're all significantly weakened. And you blow a hole in the side of the tent, and Untermaler is going to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oops. He's
oh, these
fine.
damn kids and their fireballs.
He's fine.
Back in my day, you did 5 minutes of trigonometry to make sure no one was in the blast radius.
Well, you guys didn't teach me that. I was born this way, so.
Ariana, Garnet said like high fiving. Yes, slay, queen.
Yeah, slay. Actually, slay them.
All right. So he's just standing there minding his own goddamn business when a giant fireball goes off and singes him for 21 points of damage.
The Arbiter makes his way out of this portal, launches into the sky with his wings. Acolytes! You have come for dungeons and dice and death matches. And I have returned to satiate your bloodlust. As you look at each other in the sands of the arena, you've been here before. You were here that day. You know what happens in this arena. You know what is next. You know what you must do. Welcome to D20 Deathmatch.
You have no idea what's going through her head right now. If you were perhaps a little bit more perceptive, you would see the face of somebody who never wanted to be a mother, who never planned to be a mother, who's dedicated her life to gathering power so that she's never in a position where she's vulnerable again and where she won't be used for anyone else's purposes ever again, and yet finds herself having to talk to this teenager about drugs. Like, never anticipated this and is now trying to figure out the best way to go about it. Okay.
When a mummy drug and a daddy drug love each other very much,
Okay.
they do a special cuddle.
Shut up, Link Day.
Well, we're magic users. We don't need a fucking sword to go through planes. We just wish our way there. We're spellcasters.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of the magical I'm thinking of the stabby properties.
I don't have any stabby things, but
Yeah.
we could just blast them.
And my last stabby thing, I put in Mantra's mouth.
That, you know?
Good night, everybody.
How many?
Oh, me instant regret sentence.
The emotional roller coaster of this episode is breaking my brain.
Okay, so Leg Day impersonates the boyfriend. Is that why they broke up?
Oh my god.
I'm thinking this is afterwards. Oh my
god.
Oh. I'm just putting it on the table. You don't have to go with it. I'm just putting it on the table.
I don't know if that would end up in being friends as much as being
That's gonna derail the crap out of this game.
But is it though? Well, you know,
we're gonna turn absolute power into a dating sim.
You turn into a girl and bait him into doing something. So we end up bonding.
A loyalty test.
You loyalty test the ex-boyfriend.
Wait, what if I like? You know how they do this on TikTok?
Yeah, they set it up, and you guys are like in on it. And,
oh my gosh, that's awesome!
Yeah.
Will you not entertain? This is not why you have come.
Roll a persuasion. What say you to this plea?
No! Tears of glitter fall from my eyes.
I take a closer look, but do not touch it.
Again, it's about yay big, beautifully carved, smells like fresh cedar. Like it's very aromatic with that almost sweet wood smell, and clearly hand carved, handcrafted.
Oh my God.
The lid slides off. It's carved into grooves on top of the box.
Could be a mirror in there.
Okay, who did that?
My bad. I just
Who
saw a
did
card. I thought it was cool. I was supposed to click that.
This is why we don't let you drive the car.
It was just like, cool, there's cards.
And it was the void too. That's like
Oh.
Alex melts away and vanishes, replaced by Cyrus.
In handcuffs?
Yes. Yes.
He.
Except that his eyes are wrong. They're filled with piercing blue light.
Oh damn, this room is about to get good.
Got blue eyes too.
So they're going to work on an item that will permanently maintain that spell for you, or some other long-term solution.
I was gonna say, damn, they trust Aethelward to not just pop that shit off like Lord of the Rings style. Yeah, that's a lot of trust in a teenager.
Well, they haven't mentioned the fact yet that they're probably going to implant a spike in his heart or something with the effect on it.
Yo, Chainsaw Man mode.
All right, so
pull the rope to get the uncle out. Actual chain, Uncle Man.
You've seen the man from Uncle. But now the uncle from
the man. Good lord. Within the Tenarius tunnels, a possible deal is being struck between the forces of the Inquisition and our ragtag crew. John, you are in the middle of talking with Triclocius, who's saying that he may be able to help you acquire the flesh. Day'lorise and Yasmeen have realized that Triclocius knows exactly where it is.
In the middle of this realization, I'm going to reach into my pouch and pull out, not particularly subtly, the spoon. The friendship.
Okay. The
spoon of friendship.
Yeah. The Justitia note this immediately. They are watching you.
Do we make note that they know that we know?
Yes.
John side eyes Yasmeen and very obviously being sneaky slips out a spoon of friendship as well.
I'm going to gesture in the vague direction of the dragon with the spoon. Not like a just waving the spoon around, to the ether. It strikes me that there's a bit of a disadvantage here. You know what we want. But you haven't actually said what you want. You've asked where you've asked where the cincture is, but you haven't said what you want yet. And I'm going to drop my hand now in the vague direction of Asina as I kind of put this spoon back away.
Mm-hmm.
John slips his spoon away as well.
Well, that depends. I don't believe you've been introduced yet.
Yeah. They call me of the day, of the light.
Ah, a godly name.
Bright, at least. Yes, indeed.
One would think that the two have a one-to-one correlation.
We're talking philosophy and religion, my two favorite subjects. Do you have coffee, by the way? We could have a seat and discuss these as we get to know each other a little bit better. I assumed you were the host coming in and asking these questions so abruptly, so I will put it at your feet to provide the replenishments.
I'm just seeing if anybody has the ability to summon coffee. Give me a sec. I'm afraid in these meager accommodations, I can't really provide. I'd be more than happy to treat all of you as proper guests.
Is there weight on the word guests here?
Yes.
So it is very much like the Inquisition that we had earlier, when the opening gambit that started this all off, same kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Except this guy outranks. Yeah, he's not one of the celestial heroes. But roll a history check, actually.
If we were playing with fire before, we're playing with an absolute volcano right now.
Mm-hmm. Day'lorise bombed hers, so give me a shot and see what you can do here. Wow, it's a pity you didn't roll that earlier.
I know. Whoops.
I'll take a 21.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. Triclocius Edwardius. Only the celestial heroes have carried true authority in both the Inquisition and the ministry before him. He was the youngest inquisitor in history a long time ago to earn the full title of inquisitor. He's captured fugitives by the score, criminals that evaded authorities for years, if not decades. He is the official liaison between the Inquisition and the ministry, appointed by Tucker Quickfoot himself, the celestial hero.
So he's drank the Kool-Aid.
He's also the one who organized rounding up all of the people in Day'loris's parents' book club.
Okay. That's the information, because we got that information when we had that check all the while back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I believe I did a scan on him because I used my keen. No, I would have had to do it in person, so I could not have done that. Never mind. I am going to, a reasonable request. You haven't been entirely upfront with us.
I
A hero of
apologize.
your caliber telling lies? Oh my. And this, I think, gets the core of what happened. You see, there was a bit of an omission on our part as well. And let me tell you the truth of the story that happened so recently. Gruck the Axe.
As Dolores is talking, you just see like a spoon floating.
Yasmeen is
As he
distracted
gets
and looking the wrong direction, but there's a spoon floating behind in support. Go ahead.
Gruck the Axe. You are familiar with the man, I'm sure?
Of course, who isn't?
He was sent away, as I'm sure you, of course, were given information of, not in fear or not in anger, but rather for the safety of the people of this world. The man had lost all sense of who he was, and in fact was cursed with heresy. You can understand why a celestial hero, a being so powerful, would be a danger to be around on this plane of existence.
Quite. That is a terrible threat. That's the sort of thing that would require the action of all the celestial heroes and the Inquisition and their full might in order to get to the bottom of that. How did he come to be cursed by heresy? That's a terrible, terrible happenstance.
And in this, I think, comes the actual truth. You see, there has been the effect of these tunnels specifically. When taken apart, when followed through in this area, coupled with the madness of the dragon, seems to have triggered some sort of effect that forced Gruck into a state of madness, which I believe gave him this insidious effect.
All right, so you're lying. Roll a deception check.
I will spend a Villas point here to do so at advantage.
Go ahead. There's a spoon orbiting you. It's an Ioun spoon.
Where is my deception?
I'm trying to make it look spooky.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, my modifier is plus 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 28.
Yeah.
What about the spooky spoon? Does that help?
You know what? That's fine.
Okay. Most dire.
John, as he's pouring out the coffee and begins serving it to anyone who is willing to take it, using his mage hand to move it across the field to whoever is willing to accept it, he's gonna start at first with Triclocius, then Day'lorise, if they will accept it, and then anyone else kind of in a closer to farther range. And when he hands it to Triclocius, he's going to use prestidigitation to make it taste like the most incredible thing that John would imagine would be accepted here in Oscus.
Okay.
Probably something exceedingly fine, very, very rare, and altogether probably quite plain. It seems like refined, like I'm thinking something that's very bold but straightforward. Nothing with any substance or complications. No complicated flavors. Just a very, very good, straight up. Yep, this is coffee.
Could I have everybody roll a perception check, please?
Perception, you say?
Perception, yes.
To death, you say?
To death? To shreds? Okay. He takes a sip and nods appreciatively.
John continues, I think what my friend means to say is that Gruck was not in their right mind, and had we not intervened, things would have gone very differently, very poorly for all in attendance. Let me be frank. In order to attain the item that I have mentioned, we were asked to do a very awful thing by someone who you would consider to be an enemy of the state, with no other means of being able to attain what we need, and being in dire company, we move forward with what was asked of us, however, doing so in as, how shall we say, low collateral as we could possibly manage. Again, your friend is not dead. They are merely in this cursed state, battling it out within whatever hell your Satanum connects to.
All
sure
of
they'll be
you
fine.
get a sensation of dread and urgency from Varys Goodwin.
John takes it and sets down the cup that he was going to take a sip from. So I think we probably better skip the interrogation and cut to the chase, yes?
I see that you've been misled. And as an outsider who has not had the benefit of the guidance of the celestial heroes, who can blame you? Only those, and his eyes flicker over to Yasmeen, who have had every blessing from birth and every opportunity from birth should know better. But the actions that you've done, those are sin, and they have caused grievous harm. But the way to redemption is open to all. There are two paths before you. Three, but I don't think any of us want the third. In the first path, you return to us to Renkir Tarandor, the Cincture Satanus. We assist in the procurement of this extraplanar object that you've mentioned. And then, all of you accompany me back to the ministry so that you can learn from the error of your ways and go forth in a peaceful life, at one with our harmonious society. For those who are recalcitrant and incorrigible and refuse to be redeemed, the merciful fate is exile. And so the other path, you return to us the Cincture Satanus. We give you the flesh of Kur, and all of you leave and never return.
Is it here right now?
Is what?
Is it here right now?
What? No. Roll an insight check. I know you're suspicious. Roll an insight check.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, Triclocious is being 100% earnest.
Throughout like his speech and stuff, Day'loris's body language shifts. She starts crossing her arms, and she starts getting more and more like hostile in her body language. Where before it was almost not quite friendly, but at least genial. But the more he talks, the more like her whole body language changes. And finally she's like, you don't just go away from you don't just get away from the Inquisitors. If you go with them, you don't come back. If you're exiled by them, nobody hears from you again. You just disappear. This isn't redemption. This isn't a what you're putting on the table is not something I can accept. This is not a bargain.
Oh, I think we'd all prefer to avoid the third option, as I said. But your new friend here isn't even from Ascus. Wherever he's
GM,
from. Yes, go ahead.
Quick question. The inventor of Inaequa is in the room with us, right?
No. Triclocious is the second in command to Tucker Quickfoot, the inventor of Inaequa. The inventor is not here. His right hand is here.
Right.
Dozy, would you mute your cat and the industrial efforts thereof? I know that I would know that sound no matter what. Go ahead.
I thought it was actually gnomes at first.
Okay. Is anyone else? Because I interrupted what was being said there. So is anyone else finishing their thought there?
Yeah, John wants to chime in, playing off of what Yasmeen, Day'lorise, and Triclocious had just said. Looking around and saying this with the gravity of the situation, John indicates to the celestial heroes at present the what was Galenium's title? Very, very impressive thing that
Magi
it is.
Primaria.
Magi Primaria. Kind of like even the guards here are not just basic guards. Everyone here in attendance is someone of importance. And John indicates that aside from the obviously high-ranking officials of this world that are currently present, Mr. Edwardius, you appear to be speaking to us as if we were children that made a mistake that need to be reprimanded. I'm not certain that you're giving this the gravity that it deserves. We've put forth that your master has created a machine that could be undermining the entire life force of your world.
Okay, first off, earlier when you said that you explained everything, you only mentioned the curse stuff to me. So to my understanding, the machine has not been mentioned at all.
Oh, okay.
Second,
my apologies.
The moment those words come out of your mouth, you get an enormous surge of "you are in danger" from Varys Goodwin.
Okay.
And everyone gets this?
Yes.
How is our negotiator starting to panic a little bit?
Roll insight, please. I rolled a natural 18.
Is this just Yasmeen that gets to make the check?
Anyone who is watching the interrogator's face.
Okay, John is watching his face.
Okay.
I did not roll a natural 18.
No, doesn't register anything.
When John gets the wave of danger from Varys, he kind of cuts back a bit, stopping himself as if he misspoke. He's trying to cover it up, not like someone just gave me a warning that this is a Hold on a second, I have something funny.
You also don't look like anything, Asena. You're still invisible.
Oh wait, no, that meant to be a Asena. That was supposed to be a Asena. Never mind. Whoops. Anyway, John tries to cover it up like he misspoke, and apologies, the Sanctorum, the Satanum. This is a rather important item, as is the Flesh of Kor. This is not something, as Day'lorise said, could just be swept under the rug. You're not dealing with vagrants who have broken or sinned, as you've said. We've made it clear, and obviously you have as well in kind by the support that you've brought forth here, that this is an incredibly dire situation. Nobody wants option 3. And my friends here aren't very keen on option 1 or 2. Right now, things are looking very, very poor. Had we wanted to, if we really, truly wanted to destabilize what you have going on here, we would have killed our friend Galanium over there, as well as his retinue, and had been gone from this place before you ever arrived. But we stayed. We stayed to parley. We stayed to speak. If we were truly enemies of Ascus, we would have gotten what we needed and laid a plan for another attack. We're here to understand, but we need to be able to exchange here. Right now, this is not an exchange, this is an interrogation. We need to go somewhere that isn't the middle of a tunnel beneath the world. This is not where the Ministry or the Inquisition should be doing their dealings. If you truly want to help save not just this world, but all others by providing us with the flesh of Cor and having the sanctum returned to you, then we need to do it elsewhere. For this is not safe. And he gestures over to the decaying dragon.
Mm-hmm. Preclocious leans in, John, and says, I apologize. I did not mean to infantilize you. I'm sure you can understand with what you've already caused that your presence here, regardless of intentions, is incredibly dangerous. And those two, there's no peace for them here. If you don't want to consider this an act of judgment, consider it an act of mercy. The forces that govern this world will not allow them to continue as they are. In 5 minutes, you will have the flesh of Kur in your hands. You will return to us the Cincture Satanis, and all 4 of you will leave peacefully. Would that be acceptable?
Closest, would you allow us a moment to deliberate? We have 5 minutes after all.
Of course. Go ahead.
And John's going to not take Day'lorise by the hand, but kind of gesture towards Yasmeen and kind of move over, at least not out of this area, but away from super prying ears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's nobody invisible aside from Asana here, right? John doesn't see
anyone
here sneaking around. Okay, good.
Right. You just see Asana carrying a spoon around in the air.
Despite John leading her away, Day'lorise still kind of doesn't stop mean mugging Preclocious.
I'll also, in this instance, flank Day'lorise just on the opposite side of John, as a sort of physical barrier between her and.
After getting that natural 1, he was like, "Oh, she's into me." He rolls. When mean mugging happens long enough, that he goes, "Oh, she is very not into me."
He is fangirling. She is not fangirling. John's going to kind of hushly whisper to Day'lorise as they move forward. Hey, I don't really know your beef with this guy, but I think we need to figure out what's going to be in our best interest going forward.
Are you
going to be okay?
I think our best interest will be to demand only parley with Avis. Nobody else.
Is that I don't know. John's not super familiar on this. Avis is
the monk-looking guy.
Oh, Varys. Okay.
Varys.
Varys, not Avis.
I thought Avis was the crazed halfling. I was like, wait, I want to bring him back in here.
There's too many V names. I'm like,
it's true.
There's a lot of A's.
Varys. I think.
Can Varys actually speak?
It's well known to everyone in Ascus that Varys has sworn a vow of silence.
That'll be not impossible. Wait, it is not going to be impossible. We can give a speech and go beyond the impossible. We can do this. We can totally do this. Chat has given us the means to our salvation.
Dolores, the worst case for us is exile within this world. We know what that means. We would not be permitted to. We're too dangerous. Actually, even more so in some aspects than our Earth.
And actually, before we start talking, can John do the, hey, Asana, can we go into mind meld mode? So this can be as quiet as possible. I believe you're muted.
Her voice is invisible too.
Prevents us from interpreting. Even her brainwaves are invisible.
They're able to shut down the communication too? Oh no.
Yeah, actually, they all heard that. It just wasn't. You didn't hear it, Joe.
Oh, I see.
Got it. Production magic. All right. All right.
I was in their brain.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Asana chat. This is a safer place to do this.
I heard you guys missed me. So now we're here. Did you like my spoon dance?
Spoon dance? I guess for further for future consideration, when I waved that spoon around, it was more to get your attention so we could
Oh, you got her attention.
to be able to communicate telepathically. It's okay though. You know, my fault for not making the signal note up front.
I must have misread the room.
Good night, everybody.
You've already seen how they lied to us multiple times. They know where the flesh is. They know where it was they've known where it was the whole time. They came in acting as if they didn't have it. And yet 5 minutes later, it's going to be here. They do not mean to make this trade in good faith. They know this world is dying. You saw the reaction that happened when you spoke about that. No matter what happens here, your likelihood of safety is not necessarily high, but at least is more assured than ours. You're backed by an entity that they have no control over. That is a variable they can't ignore, even if they would like to. Dolores and I have no such luck. We need assurance that I would prefer death to the type of exile they're describing.
Now, I might have missed, again, there's a lot of misreading of what's happening right now, but I get the feeling that they would allow you to leave with this. I don't believe that your exile would take the form that you're usually accustomed to with this sin that occurs here. And if they do intend such a thing, I would not allow that. We would make sure that we would make a deal to... I know that we can't move forward, at least as of right now with how things have shaped up. Your goals are going to have to take a slight turn. But if we can get you somewhere... Yes?
Oh, I was going to say, we're a liability to everything they've built here on this world. We know what we're not supposed to know.
Which neither Asana or I have any idea what that is.
You saw the machine.
Okay, so it's just the death of the world, if you ask us. Okay, gotcha.
It's just the death of the world.
And
you know, there's a lot of death of the world. Every single world has a death of the world. I mean, this is just a Tuesday, all right? I don't have to tell you.
Listen, if we have assurance that we can... I don't know about Dolores, but I would take exile that takes me away from here. It is easier to find a solution when you're alive than it is when you are without a mind.
Exactly. You could put your current plans on the back burner, at least temporarily, if we can get you away from your safety.
The only thing I would highlight is that Dolores has a much more direct reason to want to stay behind. And I can't force her to make that choice. If she's staying, I'm staying with her.
Pinky promise.
Even if staying means what you are fearing would happen?
It may be a risk we have to take. Even if we leave Askis, we don't know that when we come back, it'll still be here.
Now might be a good time to find out what your reasonings for doing everything that you've been doing are. Yasmeen seems to have been at least slightly more upfront, at least not with their goals, but with their aspirations, and we can make some assertions. But Day'lorise, aside from your background as an actress and your obvious propensity for violence, both sudden and subtle, why are you here doing what you're doing?
I want to find out what happened to my parents. And I have it on good authority the Inquisition knows.
How long have they been missing?
What is this? 20 years? 30?
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Oh, 20 or 30 years. Okay. Do you hold out hope that they in any way resemble the selves that they formerly were, or are you just looking for information?
I don't know. I have reason to believe that they're still alive, but I've been lied to by everybody that says they could offer help, from our hobbit friend to the horned guy standing behind us. Everybody here who offers you help is lying to you.
But they're lying to you for a reason. They want to keep things going. The status quo needs to continue. And that's why their lies persist. Day'lorise, what if, in full confidence that they may break their promise, but we have some bargaining power that they may, seems, work with us on, especially considering that we're outsiders. They may give us some form of, if not leniency, at least exception. What if we could make it part of the deal that your parents are returned to you and all 6 of us are banished from this place, in not the way that you fear, but in the way of salvation for them?
I don't think that they'll keep to their word on that.
If the flesh of Kor can be here within 5 minutes, I'm certain that your parents could as well, if they are not spirited away somewhere.
I mean, I don't think they're just going to let us leave, no matter what they say.
It's entirely possible.
We could try at the very least, though. I mean, the two choices end up being for us: we make this attempt, and they're honest and truthful, and we get to go out the easier way, or they don't, and we would have had to do the hard thing anyway.
I will say that if we are going to reach this bargain, we have to reach it with Varys and nobody else.
Done. So our goal in this exchange is to get ourselves, and preferably if possible your parents, the flesh of Kor, spirited away from Askis in exchange for returning their sanctum and presumably promising never to return to this place again. They may seek to hold more than just your word for such a thing. Would you be okay with abandoning this place with the return of your parents? Would that be worth dooming your world?
No. I don't think it would be. I don't think I can leave Askis to its own demise.
And Day'lorise, what would you ask of us?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm an actor. kind of had some like underground dealings, trying to make this world a little bit better, and now I'm here fighting dragons and making shadow deals with heads of the government. I have no idea.
Day'lorise, what if I could say something to change your mind? You obviously understand the gravity of what's happening here, and you feel impassioned by this. So much so that, what if just temporarily your feelings could be pushed aside for a moment to make a logical choice, and you could regain those feelings later? And if we had to make a deal now that would backpedal you ever so slightly, but not under duress, and we would seek to change it later, would you be okay with something like that?
Are you trying to push drugs?
John actively starts laughing in real life for this, not just in the brain. No. Not as of now. It would be magic. I usually try magic before drugs, but maybe if we continue this friendship, we can see where that goes.
I like the idea of like 3 people and 1 invisible person just sitting, focusing very intently, and then all of a sudden, all of them break out into laughter.
And you just hear one person, "No, I'm not trying to sell you drugs."
What the hell are they doing? Look, we're stalling, all right? Keep stalling. Let them talk.
I don't know why, but I seem to trust you and your companion. So I'll trust the decision that you guys come to regarding this.
Okay, well, normally I would say let's just kill them all, but I'm a little hurt.
And I'm a little out of resources.
Oh, I have cure wounds. I can cure wounds.
That would be nice.
Can I cure wounds?
Would they allow us to cast magic right now?
As you look over, you see the wizards casting cure wounds on themselves.
Okay, well then, you know what? If they get to do it, we get to do it. So yeah.
That's
John is going to look.
That's absolutely how power works. If they can do it.
John's going to look to Varys and send him a message. Hey, friend, we're going to heal now. You're kind of doing that too. So these spells we're casting are merely to knit up our wounds, not to try and pull a fast one. Understood?
Varys? I'm also to say, a quick aside. Varys said he took an oath of silence. Can you check if his oath of silence requires him to speak out loud, or if mental communication also works?
Oh, sure. I'm gonna have to hang up on you guys.
You don't have call waiting?
You didn't pay for the premium, like you're a free user, you know. Chat has gifted you the benefits of a short rest. You may immediately spend
lovely.
hit dice to heal, and if you happen to recharge your abilities on a short rest, you get them back.
Absolutely goated. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Mama Shimada.
I think I have something for that.
Bardic Inspiration. Oh, Song of Rest?
Yes. Boom. Boom. Click.
It should be like
also, if you mind rolling your cure wounds, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Still over there, like help.
I'll hand you over just a regular potion of healing, by the way, Asana.
So again, Asana, feel free to spend as many hit dice right now as you'd like. Just click the dice button and tick down a hit die every time that you do it.
I forgot I have cure wounds.
Oh yeah, because you're a holy monk.
I'm so dumb.
How long does greater invisibility last?
Good question.
I'll look it up in a sec. You all are doing enough. I'll look this up. Your
okay,
Song
do
of
I
Rest,
still keep...
Your Song of Rest, if anyone who spends one or more hit die gains 1 additional D8 of health.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's right. My hit points are an additional 10 right now. So yeah, I'll spend a hit die.
Okay.
Greater invisibility is up. It lasts up to a minute.
Oh. Hey, everyone.
Cool. I have my spell. I have my spell slot.
Nice to see you.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh.
You can keep,
Okay. Do you still need cure light wounds?
again, feel free to burn as many hit dice as you want.
Yes.
I assume that Heroes. How long does Heroes Feast last?
Like
24 hours.
Oh, okay. I still have. The damage I've taken has still literally been self-inflicted.
That is hilarious.
And I still have the temporary hit points, and I'm still at hit point maximum.
Oh wait, no, wait, that's a D8. That's a D8. Sorry, scratch that.
Meanwhile,
Scratch that,
Asana's like,
scratch
I
that.
had 9 health for a moment.
I think I had 7. Definitely the lowest I've gotten ever.
Yeah, just a potion of minor healing, by the way. So 2d4 plus 2, I think.
2d4 plus 2.
I did do that. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, 1.
This entire time, and it's not going to be a full hour, by the way. This is an accelerated rest, just catching your breath.
Absolutely.
Renkir, the archmage, is watching you inquisitively, and Varys is watching you stone-faced.
Did Varys respond to the?
No, we never made it that far because Asana was like, before I make that call, could I not die, please?
Oh yeah. What do I roll for healing? It's not. I haven't put my spells on this sheet.
If you're using a level 1 cure wounds, it's 1d8 plus your. I think it's 1d8 plus your modifier.
I don't show that.
Yeah,
Spellcasting.
cure wounds is
Yeah.
1d8 per spell level, plus your spellcasting mod on top of that.
Okay.
Who is hurt aside from Asana? Just Asana's like big hurt. Hey, real quick, John's gonna move over to Yasmeen because they just keep hurting themselves. They're gonna grab their talisman. I'm gonna borrow this for a moment, and they're gonna place it on Asana's and deactivate Asana's other talisman.
Which
they are
one?
then gonna the Temperance. They're gonna temporarily deactivate Temperance, and they're gonna activate Recovery. And before the short rest goes off, they're going to use one of their greater angelic seals to make the recovery exemplified. And John's going to start like quickly healing Asana.
Asana, when you use cure wounds on yourself, you get a sudden sense of startled recognition from Varys.
Ooh.
Also,
Yeah,
when you
I'm supposed to go talk to you. Hello? Are you allowed to talk to me in your mind, even though you're not allowed to talk, like talk?
The solemnity of a vow and incredible danger are transmitted back to you.
No, you use big words.
Oh no, sorry. These are feelings. He's not talking
Oh.
at all. You're just getting feelings. All he sends are
Okay.
feelings. He doesn't talk.
Would something like charades break that vow?
Asana, you feel the intense satisfaction of a really difficult workout and the feeling of the power of the angels flowing through your body, and then a questioning.
I just spilled coffee on myself. Wait, is that from
Varys.
John or from Varys?
From Varys. Those.
Why would he heal me?
Oh no, sorry. John's casting Blessed Halo.
Oh.
Varys is just like, you get the sensation of a really good workout, and then you get that feeling of the power of the angels flowing through your body, and then sort of a question.
Yes?
You get the feeling of terrible sickness bodily sickness, disease, just being awfully sick. And then a complete lack of fear. And then questioning.
Okay, yeah, I didn't really understand that one. Sick. No fear. Shit, this is hard. Can I go back to the main group?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so he can't talk to me, but he can definitely send me feelings. So
That's good.
I could communicate with him that way. Maybe he doesn't want to break his vow.
That's understandable. John begins super healing. He summons his blessed halo, and since this short rest had been starting, whenever Sana received any form of healing, she gets an extra 5. So when she's doing hit dice, when she's doing the cure wounds, and then John heals her for 60 hit points over the course of 1 minute. Because
is that a celestial seal? Renkir Tarandorn walks forward and just pipes up.
John nods. Why, yes. These are.
Huh. And he goes back and talks to the other mages.
Before he leaves, can John stop him?
Yeah.
John looks to Renkir Tarandor. May I approach without your retinue freaking out?
Depending entirely on how you handle yourself, but for the time being, I am going to say yes.
I'd like to whisper something non-magical in your ear.
No message?
Sure. Message. My associate from the other world and I are vassals of an archangel of heaven. If that has any bearing on what's happening here, we've taken a vow to do our best and save this and all worlds that we come across. Know that we don't mean any harm here, although we will defend ourselves and these. John's going to put it like, trying to kind of read the room here a bit. He's going to say something to the effect of like, we're here to safeguard ourselves and these lost sheep that have, kind of moved away from your realm of thinking. All of us here mean well in our own way, and we do intend to resolve this as peacefully as possible. We're nearly finished with our deliberation.
But you did send Gruck to hell, right?
The alternative was killing him. He's a very powerful individual, a demigod from what I've heard. I think a momentary respite to wear off his horrible curse in the bowels of a fiend-infested place that he very obviously should be able to handle himself was the better option to straight-out engagement. Wouldn't you agree?
No. But go ahead and hurry up. I'd like to get to the business of rescuing him as soon as possible.
Understandable.
Now, barring anything else, he's going to go back and start talking to the other mages. By the way, these are wizards who can cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, they're using angelic magic.
I summoned a halo above my head and started healing people. I understand what you're talking about here.
He was like... Anyways.
These aren't normal casters.
Carry on.
What do you mean we can all do weird stuff?
We've all got halos.
We've all got halos.
All right, carry on, team.
We do the weird stuff.
We do the weird stuff. Once we are sufficiently healed, John's going to just clarify. Day'lorise, without intervention of a magical kind, you're okay moving forward with our proposed. Okay, very good. All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to add as an addendum to this, or clarify or change beforehand before we move forward with doing
If
this
we
thing?
end up getting sent off plane, I will ask them about the truth of this machine from their perspective. But in a last second effort, as we're leaving, I intend to return and fix what they've got here.
Asena.
Okay. We'll do our best.
Asena, Varys again. You get a sudden sense of fear of illness, fear of touching things that are potentially contaminated. And then a question. And then utter faith in your body and your health. And no fear of disease. And then a question.
I'm fully healed now. Is that what you're asking me? You can send me happy thoughts if that's right.
A sense of patience, also a sense of unbelievable danger. And then
I think you want me to leave.
the exact opposite of that.
You want me to stay.
Ooh, he's sweet on you.
Oh no.
He again transmits the sensation of the fear of getting sick. And then a question.
I can't get sick.
Okay. You increased urgency. Intimacy, not that kind. Of a conversation, two people talking with no one in sight. Utterly, utterly, utterly alone. And then the sense of being helped by friends.
Let me think. Do I know what his vow is?
I don't know if you would know that.
But I know he made a vow and he can't talk.
Correct. He has a vow. One of the things, he's sworn a vow of silence. You could talk to the locals and they might know.
Maybe I could ask Yasmeen. Let's say that this guy made a vow of silence.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like that would only apply to when he's in this world?
You can make a religion check or you can answer as best you believe.
That is a metaphysical question. I'll take the religion check actually here.
Okay.
Well, okay.
That's a niche case.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you're trying to communicate with him. He can't speak back.
He's
Or doesn't
just
speak
giving me feelings that I am having
So-
trouble interpreting.
So what we need to do is create a rubric. I'm gonna walk walking towards our strong and silent type. Back straight, arms at my sides, not threatening, but not passive either.
You get a sense of acceptance.
Can I reply in kind to you emotionally?
A sense of connection, of affirmation.
Yes. Okay.
And you're saying that out loud, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me the sun.
Warmth.
Bigger.
Peace.
I'm gonna reply with the emotion of how I see the sun: a raging furnace, inferno, energy, life, death, the complexity of a body that works within scientific systems, but also philosophical systems. I'm trying to give across a simple idea and expand its complexity to him. Show me how you see the sun for real.
Okay. The sensation of warmth. The sensation of life. The sensation of hope. But a level of detachment, of being and not caring, of it doesn't respond to any emotions. The sun doesn't feel any emotions. The sun does not respond to the anger at injustice or fear. It doesn't respond to deception. It doesn't respond to violence. It just is. It does not regard those under its light.
I'm going to show the emotion of the desperation that I feel, that rage against the machine, that understanding that our time is finite, not on a physical level, but on a structural level.
He reflects that exact feeling back at you, but it's his.
It's a warped version. It absolutely is warped. I'm going to cycle through each of the celestial heroes in turn. Going from least likely to have created the system to the most likely.
Okay.
He is going to be the penultimate one, and then the last one is going to be our inventor extraordinaire.
Okay. When you get to... There are two that have a different response. First off, for Gruck, a great sense of fear and concern, of strong friendship, of appreciation for things that aren't just the capacity for violence. Seeing the works that someone has done, and heartbreak and deep, deep fear on his behalf. Long memories of fighting alongside each other. For Rankir, Tarandorn, who's right over there, a deep love and appreciation for his brilliance, for all of his hard work, everything that he's done. For Tapper Underknoll, the Gnome Ranger, confidence, gratitude for the work that he's done in protecting everything. For Gimli Stoneflask, fondness. Gimli's a man of peace, not of war. Lelwyn Featherwall is absolutely beautiful and embodies that in every possible way. Mistral Farsong, the greatest voice who has just given so much hope to everyone. Darius Ventrelli. Nothing. And Tucker Quickfoot. Nothing.
I'm going to reply with the image or like the sensation of a food I've never had.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen. I have no knowledge of the name of. That kind of nothing. Something that I'm so unfamiliar with, I cannot begin to describe what it is to me. Then I'm going to give the nothing of the void, the nothing of non-existence, and the difference between that two. I'm reflecting that sense of nothing back onto him, trying to find out the depth of what that nothing means.
The nothing is when you are holding your tongue out of deep concern for everyone around you.
And then the last thing I'm going to do emotionally, the satisfaction of a screwdriver that fits perfectly into a screw head, that threads correctly, where once threads were ripped and torn, to have it rethreaded perfectly. That sensation of satisfaction, of fixing a problem.
In response, the recognition that a foundation is rotting and poses a terrible danger to everybody in the house, whether it is the danger of breaking it, of destroying something so foundational, is great. The danger of allowing it is greater.
So, the danger of allowing that structure to continue,
right,
is greater than trying to fix
Tearing it down will cause great harm and grief. Allowing it to stand will be worse.
And now, and for the first time since I set the rubric out, I will speak out loud. Oh, we'd have not seen eye to eye, and yet, for the first time, and as I say this, a true joy. For the first time, you see actual happiness from Yasmeen, the true, unbelievable truth of a statement from a liar who is incapable of being 100% truthful. You get an absolute certainty that this is reality. I've forgotten what this has felt like. I ask of you, I can translate this and I can continue this request. In exchange, you genuinely trust and stand by my request here, as crazy as it may sound. And I ask you this not in the sense that I believe I can be saved or that you can be saved, but I ask you because this is the correct, right, and moral thing to do. And you who stand so high above us need to take this truth and for the first time in hundreds of years, accept your moral calling that you have failed.
Varys, you said this out loud. Varys is going to...
There's a genuine projection to the people behind him.
Everyone is now looking at you like you have two heads. Varys transmits to all of you grief, a past failure, not the failure of having let everybody down, but the failure of having tried and failed. And just unbelievable danger. A warning. He's not threatening you.
Mate, can I take a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Has anyone shared with John or Asena why Theris took their vow of silence?
No.
Does anyone know why?
Because he's so fucking
Theris
holy.
took their vow of silence?
Nobody knows why he took his vow of silence.
I will also say that in the kind of briefing, Yasmeen would have given information that she had known about the Celestial Heroes. Yasmeen not giving it means that she doesn't know. It is not a sense of avoidance. It is lack of knowledge.
Moving as far away as you can from the rest of them, John's while Yasmeen currently has like stolen the room, gonna move over to Asena and do a little tap on the head, like, I need to talk to you.
Right now, we're like in the middle of something.
Yeah, this is pretty important. Again, I could have completely misread, the room here. But can you, brain to brain, so hopefully no one else hears this and like blows possible cover, can you ask our friend Varus if their vow of silence has anything to do with covering up for their allies with the Celestial Heroes in regards to the fate of Ascus?
And when I ask him that, how am I going to understand?
If he says, danger, Will Robinson, danger, or a big, like, glowing sun of... I mean, you can give some guideline clarifications, but I think you'll probably know based off of his response.
I already did that, and I didn't understand. That's why I brought in Dolores.
Say, think of happiness for yes, think of sadness for no.
I did that, and then he gave me fear.
Just try. If you can just try. See what he does. Let us know what he does.
What was the question again?
If he took his vow of silence in order to hide the fate of Ascus from the world, if he's covering for Celestial Heroes.
If he's covering for the Celestial Heroes. Can you say it simpler?
Yeah, is the big death machine why you took your vow of silence?
Okay. Please hold.
Da 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Your call is very important to me.
It's actually one of those hold ones that doesn't give you anything.
I'm currently mind melding with someone else right now. Please hold. And if you keep holding, know that I may never come back. Da, 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 da.
Varys, sorry to interrupt you, but my friend wants to know if you took a vow because of the big death machine.
You get the feeling of seeing all your loved ones with an invisible knife at their throat. Terrible concern for everyone.
Has he been giving this one to me as well?
Yeah, he can pipe that in. He can broadcast. So we'll include the whole group.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess no.
Then
happiness for yes, sadness for no. But yeah,
he broadcasts to everyone a desire for total, absolute isolation, like being the only person alive on the planet, but also Asena.
Are you two the same?
Yeah, you get affirmation.
The same in okay. I'm going to the image of an institution, a badge which has both of them wearing the same badge.
Mhm.
And then the same as in so that's the first image. The second one is going to be I can just talk. Is this the same as in you are the same ilk or you are the same structure?
You all get the feeling of discovering that somebody went to the same school as you.
Right.
John's going to project big silver dragon.
Confusion.
Okay, well, good to know.
And like, not that somebody went to the same school as you, but they studied the same subject as you.
Mm-hmm.
The world ends. You're the only one left standing.
No, you get a feeling of negativity to that.
Okay.
A deep, and then again, a deep desire to be unfathomably alone. Again, like the only person on a continent, on a planet, utter isolation, with just you, whoever you are, because you're feeling this secondhand, and Asena.
Did you die?
No. This is an urgent need.
That's okay. Let's break this down a little bit more simply for us. This is an emotion I do not understand. John, Asena.
Can I think about the astral and just like envision him and me in the astral?
You get the fear of